Hey there, this is Stephanie Treasure, host of the Coach and Profit Giveaway, where 50 plus experts share visibility, marketing, and business strategies for making six figures and more in your coaching business so that you can grow, leverage, and scale. I've invited my colleagues to shine the spotlight on the high value resources that they have provided for this special event. So I want to thank you for joining us, for prioritizing this, giving it your time and attention as I really want for you to make this participation in the event, your participation, as impactful and valuable for your business as possible. So I'm joined today by one of my experts, my friend and colleague, Kezele. Hi there, Jessie. Welcome to this broadcast. It's a pleasure to have you on this expert panel, and I thank you for lending your time and resources to support those who are signing up for this event.
Thank you so much for having me, Stephanie. I cannot wait to connect with your audience and support them. Thank you.
Awesome. So again, folks, as you're joining us, remember that to be a part of this event, which is completely free from May 9th to the 20th, just log on to coachandprofitgiveaway.com. That's www.coachandprofitgiveaway.com. That'll take you into a page where you'll be able to opt in and be able to take advantage of these resources. Everything is nicely categorized, and Jessie May's free offer, her high value resource, will be found under the visibility category. So let's jump in by having you share with folks a little bit more about who you are and the work that you're doing with your clients at the moment.
Okay, so I'm a brand strategist, and the work that I do inspires me every single day. I help women entrepreneurs build beautiful, authentic, and strategic brands, websites, and businesses that help position them to attract higher level clients, opportunities, and income. And I like to say the most important thing is I help women gain the confidence to put themselves out there in bigger ways, because finally, the outside matches the brilliance that they hold on the inside. And it's not just the outside, like a logo or cool colors, which is part of what we're talking about today, but it's everything about how you communicate to your audience, to your potential clients in a clear and effective way so that they can see the value in working with you.
Sorry, I love how you put that, Jessie, because I really find that there are a lot of persons that I come across are so gifted at what they do. They have so much to offer, so much that they bring to the table. Yeah. But if it's not communicated correctly, they don't have that confidence behind how they're showing up. It can be perceived as, I don't want to use the word incompetent, but it can be perceived as less value than really what they have to bring to the table. Have you found that as well?
I have. And I just, that is my mission, because it really does break my heart to see women entrepreneurs who have such incredible gifts. Like, they know, and I can see that they're really great at what they do, and they can create incredible transformation for their clients. But that thing standing in their way of making the income and the impact that they desire is simply a matter of communication and their struggle to communicate effectively. And I just come across that so often, all the way from, how we talk about what we do to how we express what we do on our websites and on our social media captions. And whether it's verbally expressed or written, it's so important. I mean, it's everything. It's everything to get people on board to see, like, oh, I need that, right? Like it will transform your business if you're able to communicate clearly.
And I'm glad that you clarified that too. It's not just, there's going to be some people watching this who are probably saying, oh, so that means I need to, sound like a journalist on my live stream videos, right? And really polish like an anchor woman or man. But I hear you're saying that it's even in the written word, even in terms of what you have on your website and in your social media posts, right?
Yes. And so I love that you brought that up because that is one of the biggest myths and biggest mistakes that I have to teach and ingrain into the people that I work with because there is that misconception. And some of us go to school and university and we get taught to write and speak in a very like academic way. And when it comes to being the face of your brand, people are building your potential clients, right? They're building a relationship with you. They want to get a sense of your vibe, your personality, your energy, like your quirks, they want to know you. They do not want you to be talking like a stuffy college professor. Like they want to know your truth. And that's why I always put in that word authentic. Like we're communicating in an authentic and strategic way because it is about finding your unique voice, your unique expression, whether that's through, again, messaging or visuals, however, both ideally, because it's all part of the package. But it's all about your truth and your expression, and then finding and attracting clients who align with that and love you for you.
Love it, love it, love it. So, folks, as I mentioned before, we have an expert panel here, Jessie May included, and they've brought to the table some great and high value business resources for you that you're going to have access to in this 2-week window completely for free. So I want to ask you to share with us, for those watching here, what is that resource that you brought to the table that persons can get a hold of? What's kind of in the box, if you will, and why they definitely want to get a hold of this?
Yeah. So the free resource that I'm providing that is actually not free on my website. So you do have to use a code to get it when we give you the link. But it's my Power Profile assessment and mini course. And what that is it's a quiz that you can take based on color psychology. And there's 12 different power profiles, one of which will be yours. Actually, you'll get in your results, you'll get your top 3. And this sheds light not only on what colors to use in your visual brand, but it goes so much deeper into the psychology behind colors and how to choose colors that are an authentic reflection of your personality so that your visual brand comes across aligned with your truth. And it spans, I've talked a little bit about communication and how that's so important, both through your messaging and your visuals. So it's not, like I said, you're getting your colors, but you're also getting the personality profile behind your brand, including a vocabulary bank that you can use to sprinkle words and phrases consistently throughout your messaging that start to bring your brand voice to life and make your brand more memorable through your written and your spoken word. So this will help you a lot as you are embarking into the journey of designing your brand, writing your website copy, just really knowing how to position and package up your brilliance in a way that is clear and consistent to your audience, because consistency is so key when it comes to clearly communicating a message that people will align with and remember you for.
Wow, this is quite high value. So they'll get this this quiz, this assessment, and be able to come out of that knowing kind of the color that the top 3 choices of color, as well as you're saying give them an idea of the message that they can convey with their brand, correct?
Yeah. You'll get a beautiful PDF that outlines your power profile, details, personality, and words and strengths and weaknesses and gifts. And there's lots of goodness in there to check out.
Nice. So this is not normally free. So once you're opted in for the giveaway, and you get access to the gift, you're going to see a coupon code that you'll need to enter in order to actually get access to this, right? Correct. That's very, very valuable. Thank you. And then the other thing that I want to remind folks about is that as part of this event, whenever there's a few of our experts who have also kind of sweetened the pot and given some extra value here with a raffle item. So this is an item that's normally a very high value paid items. Sometimes it's coaching, actual in-person time with our experts. And by opting in for the free resource, you're automatically entered into a raffle to win this paid experience or opportunity. Now, you have provided such for 2 persons. Go ahead and tell us what this is and why persons definitely want to be opt in for the free offer so that they can be in the running to win this free experience. This paid experience for free.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm giving away 2 one-on-one brand reviews. These are 60-minute sessions where we will sit down together and I will review your brand. Now, this does not only apply to you, or it will not only benefit you, I should say, if you have a brand already. I will look at anything that you currently have going on with your business and through the lens of branding. And I have a 5-part system that I will check your brand against. And I will explain what that looks like when we work together. But just in brief, it will look at who you are and how you're showing up as the face of your brand. We will look at your audience and who your brand is trying to attract. We will look at your brand experience, which includes the visuals and the messaging. We will also look at your brand offers and your brand touch points. So it's a very holistic run through of your brand and its effectiveness in the world. And basically what I'm going to be doing is looking for the holes that might be costing you clients and income right now in your business that you might not be aware of. And I will do it in a very loving and very compassionate and also very honest way. And so what you'll receive is the 60-minute session. You'll also receive a recording of that session, as well as a step-by-step written action plan that will outline everything that you need to do that I recommend from our session. So I'm not just going to, go through this and leave you hanging. I'm going to give you the steps to implement what you learn. So this is great for you if you're starting out in your business and you want to make sure that you're on the right track and doing things right the first time. It's also great for you if you've been in business for a while and you aren't quite seeing the results that you are looking for or thinking might have happened already for you based on the marketing that you've been doing. If you're thinking about building a website or investing in marketing, please, please, please get a brand review first so you can make sure that your efforts and your investment in those things will pay off at the highest level. So there's 2 brand reviews available, and I cannot wait to support you with your brand.
Wow. Thank you so much for making this experience available for 2 lucky winners. So once you opt in for the free Power Profile Quiz and Mini Course, which is high value in and of itself, another paid item that you're getting access to for free, you'll also be entered into the running to win this one-on-one brand review. And as Jessie May mentioned, is for you whether you have an existing brand or you haven't really done, really invested in your brand, and you'd like to get some insight as to, what, really getting serious about your brand could look like for you. So that is very high value. Thank you so much for making that available. And I want to ask you, right, we're talking about branding, colors, messaging, all that good stuff, visibility. What are some common mistakes that you find persons make, let's just say as relates to their branding, how they're showing up and how they, start presenting themselves, whether on their website or through their social media posts and the images that they put up there as it relates to that?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. Let me pull out a couple big ones. The first mistake that I see often is that people think that they need a brand, so they go out and get a logo. And branding does not start with a logo. Branding starts through a deep discovery process of your truth, your values, your perspective, your position in the market, your mission and vision. There's a lot to it. And I will go through all of that with you if we have a brand review together. But branding needs to start back a few steps from where most people start. I have a lot of people who are like, oh, I've gone through so many designers and nobody gets me. And I don't love my logo. And it's like, well, you didn't bring the information that the designer needed to the table to get you a result that you really love, that feels authentic and aligned with you, because you haven't done the work first. So you've got to do the work first to get a brand that you really love. So branding does not start with a logo is the biggest mistake. And also, one thing that I see often too is that people will start trying, they'll be starting out in business and then they'll think like, oh, I've got to have a website. Now, I've been helping people build websites for many, many years, but a website is not the place to start. you need your brand assets, which are your visuals and all of your communication elements, to create the website. Those are the building blocks. But what I see happen often is people try to start the website before they've figured out or even have their brand, their colors, their logos, their accent elements. These are the visual things, their photography, their imagery guidelines, the look and feel established so that the website can then represent that. And then they don't have the voice down either. So the words that they're using to communicate on the website end up coming across unclear and not strategic from a marketing perspective. Again, authentic is very important, but it also has to be done strategically when we're talking about communication. So those are two biggies.
Yeah, and as it relates to the latter, right? When persons start with a website, and which can be a significant investment, and it's not on brand, the messaging is wrong, the colors are wrong, the look and feel, it's all wrong, then you're having to spend even more on just that one collateral. When if you had just waited and got your brand message and colors and look and feel and everything straight first, and then just then spend on the website, you would have saved quite a bit of money, right?
Yeah, it is such a money saver when you do things in the right order and don't have to go back and fix them later. It really does save a lot of money and frustration and time and all of that. It just makes things a lot easier.
Yeah. Great advice. And as it relates to the logo, we think, oh, it's, I just, my name is, like for me, my name is Stephanie Treasure, just, give me something with SMT in it, or, and they don't really spend the time to, like you said, really get clear on what their look and feel is, what their brand stands for, and what they want to convey and present through the logo. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, you're welcome.
And what would you say, as persons are watching this, is a takeaway that you'd want for them to leave with? Take heart, know that they're, all is not lost. Let's just say they have made a couple of those mistakes. What is a takeaway you want persons to leave with today after listening to us?
I love it. My takeaway for you is that you already have everything you need inside to build an incredible brand that makes a huge difference in this world and transforms lives and makes you amazing money so that you can live the life that you want to live. You have it all inside of you. You don't need to change anything about who you are. That is not what branding is. It's just about finding and clarifying the parts of you that you want to bring to the surface, the best, highest version of who you are. And that's what I, as a brand strategist, do, is just help you take away the excess clutter that's muddying the waters and pull forth that brilliance and that beauty that's already inside of you so everyone else can see it. So you've got it all inside already.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Great words of advice and encouragement and inspiration for those of you watching here today. Thank you, Jessie. And thanks again for being a part of this event, right? I want to, for persons watching and of course hearing about your expertise, I want for them to know where they can keep up with you online. Of course, once you opt in for the profile quiz and mini course, you'll automatically hear from Jessie through her email newsletters and other messages that she sends you. But where can they keep up with you on social media?
Yeah, well, the place that I love to connect with people the most is inside the Daring Fempreneur Facebook group. And that is my community. I'm really big on community. And so I just love the connections that we're able to grow there. And then I'm also big on Instagram. So you can find me at the Daring Fempreneur on Instagram as well.
I like those handles, the Daring Fempreneur. Love it.
And that's my website too, thedaringfempreneur.com. So
okay. There you have it, folks. Awesome, awesome. All right, so thanks again for being a part of this event, and thank you for the free offer, the profile quiz and mini course, and thank you for gifting 2 spots of the 101 brand review to our to 2 lucky subscribers who opt in for your free offer and your free resource. Thank you for those of you watching for making this party and for being a part of this event. Again, it's completely free during the period of May 9th to the 20th. Sign up now if you haven't already at coachandprofitgiveaway.com. All right. Bye, everybody.